Welcome to another lesson for the flamenco guitar. Right now we're on lesson number 4 of Entre Dos Aguas, part number 2 for the lead guitar. So let's get started. Vámonos. Okay, so let's pick up where we left off, which was our second finger on G, playing picado notes. Try it again with me. And then coming up to the 10th fret. And then we're going to enter this zone between the 7th and the 10th fret. We're going to spend a lot of time there for this section. Starting back again at 3. And then you'll notice that my hand is going wiggling back and forth like this. That's vibrato. And the way we do that is we rock our hand this way and the other way. Rock this way and the other way. The hand will go back and forth and will be stabilized by your thumb and your fretting finger. The neck will move a little bit. The body of the guitar will shimmy a little bit, but you don't want to get to the point where you're going up and down like this. Try and keep the guitar stable as much as possible as going up and down the neck. It will take some practice, just like anything else. So if we hold the second finger here, you'll hear that little bit of a difference, and this is as much as you want to see the neck moving. And doing vibrato on the lower tension treble strings like G and B are much easier than doing on the higher tension E string. Now we're working our way back up from the 7th fret. That's 7, 9, 7, 8, 8. So both of those 8s are fretted with the second finger, doing a mini cejilla on the second string and the first string. Then working back down. Slower, try it with me. And then so right here, there's a lot of demand being placed on the 4th finger. So if it tires out, you can feel free to use your 2nd and your 3rd finger, where there's more natural strength. But I would urge you to practice with your 3rd and 4th finger to get your 4th finger in shape. One more time, try it with me slower. And then now 4th finger here on the 10th fret of the 2nd string. Again. One more time slower. And then jumping up to 12, and then 10. That was. So we got B major right there. Now we've come to an interesting chord, which is E major 7 sus 4. This is A, E flat, and E, played with P, I, and M. So that's, once again, A, G, F sharp, A, G. You can also fret it up here on the D string if you'd like. Or just down here, open strings. We have another interesting chord, which is C flat 5, G flat. So here it is. And then pulling off from the 2nd finger to the 1st finger and then open on the D string. And then again. So a total of 3 times. And then next we move down to a C. So that's an arpeggio. All the strings played simultaneously with P, I, M, A. So let's go back and forth between those two. You might be urged to hit that E string when you're playing this C flat 5 G flat, but don't do that yet. just go up until the second string, those 3 strings. And reserve that open E for the C. And then pull off from here. And then retain the same shape of the chord. And then descend to B. And that next chord is C, A sharp, which is done with the first finger on the first fret of the 5th string, 3rd finger on E, open G, and 2nd finger on your C note, which is on the 1st fret of the B string. And you can go ahead and graze that E string. And then we resolve that whole section with a beautiful flamenco chord, which is C major 7, sharp 11th, number 3. And we exchange our fingers P, M, and I. That's the pattern. Let's do it slower. Try it with me. You'll notice I'm just resting my thumb here on the D string. I'm not playing any note on the D string, so I might as well just rest it on there so I can stabilize my right hand as I do this arpeggio. Just let all the notes ring. The next section, we take our 4th finger up here on the 4th string on the 10th fret, and a very soft sounding arpeggio. So this is a diagonal chord right here, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that particular chord is C major 7. We've been using that a lot. This is just a different form. Then we come down to our bar chord here on the 2nd fret, which is B minor, not B minor 7, but B minor. Arpeggio. You could fret that like this. 4th finger, 2nd finger, and then bar chord right here. And then we go to our A minor 7, not A minor, but A minor 7 this time. Try it again. And that's fretted with the 4th finger, 3rd finger, and then open. The right hand playing fingers are P, P, I, M, A, M, I, M. And then next we have some rapid 16th notes. So that's I, M, I, M, I. Then we play the exact same notes, but this time we're going to do a pull off, starting with the M finger this time. Pull off, and then I, M, I. That's the second time around. The first time around, what we did picado the whole time. Every note gets a stroke. The second time, it doesn't. So, one more time, slower. See the difference? And then pull off. Now we come back to our theme, this time with our 3rd finger on the G. Again. You can fret that either with your 3rd finger or your 4th finger, whichever you like. Then next. A few pull-offs. Again. Again, a little slower. Now at this point we really start climbing. We've got our first finger on 7. So does that pattern, that little scale, seem familiar? It is. So remember I told you we're going to spend a lot of time in this zone between 7th and 10th fret. Okay, keep that vibrato going. And then 14 right there. And the way we fret this is fourth finger here on 14, and then second finger on 10, and then first finger here on 8. Now to really get this part when you're practicing is to establish the 14th fret, okay? Just get that there. And then as you play it, already get your eyes on the target, which is the 10th fret with the second finger. So already start thinking about it, the way it feels, and start looking at it. Jump back and forth between the two of them. When you're ready, now you can get familiar with the 8th fret. It's much easier than what we were doing here between the 4th finger and the second finger. But that's how we resolve that, just between those 3 notes. 14, 10, 8. So get familiar with that feeling. We're going to swap our 4th finger on the 14th fret for our 1st finger. A little bit slower. Back up again. Those 2 notes are 17 and 16. You might be wondering where the thumb is. The thumb is in plain view here on the lower section of the neck, right there. The next 2 notes are 15th fret and 17th fret, hammer on between the 2nd and 4th finger. Now it is kind of difficult to produce a note with that hammer on this high up on the neck, right? So maintain that 4th finger straight and just smack it down. So we have a little slower. Then we move down the neck, doing a pull off between A and D, C sharp. Once again, E to D, and then C, B. Hold on to that, and then returning back to our theme again. And then make sure that your second finger is on that D note, because we're going to do our B7 right after that. Playing the bass, and then the chord. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, you can get all these print-friendly tabs, backing tracks, and more, all at patreon.com/flamenco for you. And a special thanks to all our producers over there who make this video possible. Take care.